So I have this theory. It's a thing, and it is a little strange. But I guess you could call it a Stranger Thing. Okay, so I have this crazy theory that I've shared with my friend who's also like super into Stranger Things, that this calendar kind of follows what is going on in 2020. So you know how with memes, a picture shows an emotion and that's why we think it's so funny? This kind of does the same thing. And it's crazy. The characters' expressions just sum up exactly what's going on in the world. And I've been following it. We're in May, we're at the end of May, and it's been true for 5 months. So if this keeps on going on, let's see how this year will end, shall we? Alright, so we start out with January. And you have Mike and Elle, and they're just, kind of having a weird stare-off, which, also, if you haven't watched Season 3, please watch Season 3. Actually, just watch Stranger Things. Watch all the Stranger Things. It'll make a lot more sense, but to watch this video, you don't have to have watched Stranger Things. You'll just, you just won't appreciate it to the level that I do. So, this is kind of like me versus my goals for the year, and I think everyone kind of felt that on some level. So we all have resolutions that we want to obtain throughout the new year, but then we get a couple weeks into it and we're like, nah fam, so, are you gonna do it? And we're like, no. Then we move on to February. So February, just like any other February, we're getting the ball rolling, we're falling back into the rhythm of things. Yeah, we're just planning and scheming, and I think Steve and Dustin really do a great job at this. I'm just saying, if Scoops Ahoy was real and Steve was there, I'd be there like every day. Just saying. So then we move on to March, and that's when things started to get really crazy in California if you're here. No one really knew what to do. We were just kind of standing around, kind of really scared. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Coincidence? I think not. Did you get that, Incredibles? Yeah? No? That's okay. Moving on to April. Are you getting April vibes? Like April 2020 vibes from this picture? Like that's exactly what quarantine was like. Because we were just sitting in our houses, waiting to see when the world would be safe and to come out. I mean, we're still kind of in that phase, but everything's kind of opening up a little bit. But yeah, this is a little too close to home. Moving on to May. Isn't that what's going on right now? The government's like, we should open this up. And the other government officials just like, no, we shouldn't open this up. And this is happening on a public level, on a me level, like a normal citizen, where I'm like, yeah, it would be great to do this, but also, no, would it be safe to do that? And I mean, you guys saw my last video, right? I'll have a little loop-doo right there in the corner, or maybe it's on that corner. I don't know. One of the corners, we'll go ahead and show you my video from last week about Geminis, and this is kind of how I talk to myself and kind of get into arguments. So I can argue for everything that's happened up to May. Like, I have the evidence that I've lived through, that you've lived through, that backs up this theory that this calendar is showing us what's going on. It may sound a little crazy, because it is. Moving on to June. Nothing but good vibes. Hey, Billy. This one's for you, Brenna. You know you're out there. She's my friend. She's a great friend. Yeah, June seems like it's gonna be really, really hopping. We're all gonna be chilling, everything's gonna be more relaxed, everything's gonna open up. I hope it's like this. We move on to July. I'm thinking that July is when some people, there's a clear boundary between those who are out and living their life as they had before everything was shut down, and those who are still staying inside and being cautious. And these are the people who are inside not partying and just being kind of sad because it's just like, I want to be out partying, but it's not really safe to do so I don't know what to do. It seems like July might be more of a, what do we do now kind of month. August, still great vibes, still warm weather. We're chilling. We're finally with our friends. Things have opened up. We're just like, heck yeah, let's go out and do things. physical contact, man. No more social distancing. But then it becomes September. I'm gonna give you a moment to kind of just take this in. I think you know what I'm gonna say. It looks like the virus may be back in a second wave. Not that I ever left, but just that we've gotten so relaxed that it's come back and we're in trouble. October. What are we gonna do? This virus is here. It's back. We're all back in quarantine. We're all upset. How did this happen? Halloween's this month and I can't go trick-or-treating. I really hope things get better by then. But if this is right, then who knows? November. November, I'm gonna take it as Will represents us finding a solution to either the way we're living or perhaps a solution to the virus itself. Some vaccine comes out. We find out how to combat this in a way that is positive on everyone. So I think November will be better. And then December, I don't know if this is like a positive thing, even though if you have seen the scene, this isn't a positive thing. So we're still practicing social distancing during Christmas, and then we're calling, and then we're like, you have Elle back here like, what? That's not what I got. Don't be telling Grandma that. And then Mike's like, Grandma, you won't believe what happened. But you can take it as you wish. Here's the back of my calendar. If you have this calendar, let me know in the comments, because this one's fun. It's been fun to find the correlation between these pictures and what's going on in the world. I don't want to upset you guys or kind of stir the pot or anything. I'm hoping that my predictions are kind of wrong after September. I hope that September and onward, it just gets better and better. So I don't want you all to be thinking, you know, negative thoughts and bad vibes. And I am not from the future, so I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, hopefully it's just good vibes from here on out. Just make sure you're still taking care of yourself and watch Stranger Things. Like, if you're still in quarantine and you haven't watched Stranger Things and you have nothing to do, then I don't see why you haven't watched Stranger Things yet. It's a really good series. It's the one series I've been able to binge. Also, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, let me know in the comments. We can go ahead and talk back and forth about everything. Stranger Things makes me so happy. So have a beautiful rest of your day or night or evening or whenever you're watching this. And thanks for watching. Like this video if you found it interesting or if you think it's kind of crazy, because it is kind of crazy and a little weird. Which totally correlates to the show, because everyone thought Will's mom, what's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Winona Ryder, her character. Yep, it's gone. Poof. Everyone thought she was crazy and she had theories. She was right, so as crazy as it sounds, it may be correct. That's all I'm saying. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next video. Alright? Bye.